Alright guys, so here we have the pitbull growlers in the package. Comes with two 1.9-inch pitbull rock growlers AT Extra, and comes with stickers right back here in the back. Not quite sure if you guys can see that, but comes packaged nicely. Alright guys, got the package opened, and here are the stickers. You get two quite large pitbull stickers, and then you get a bunch of smaller ones. You get some with the pitbull dog on there and that kind of stuff. But moving on to the tires, they come with a two-stage foam inside of them, which is really nice if you want to start tuning like how squishy or how hard your tires are. And then I see on the inside there's a sidewall reinforcement. Not quite sure if you guys can see that. Moving on from the dual stage foams, we have if it's just out of the box, it's very squishy without the foam inside of it, but this is nice because if you have a lighter truck, you can just run the outside foam or just the inside foam. This one would just help keep the shape a little bit better, and this would be best just to keep the tire from, keep a rock from getting too far into your tire and hitting the rim if you're running tires that have, or rims that have holes in them, or tires with holes in them. But very nice tread compound. Has the nice glitter on it that everything comes with, and looks like the tread depth is pretty good, and it has some nice little treads on the side too to help you if you're in like a rollover situation to get yourself back on your wheels. But I think I'm just going to run my tires with air, just because that's just the way that I like to run the tires. But since these tires do have a tread pattern, you're going to want to make sure that you're making an equal number of tires for each side. But what you want to do is see the outside of the rim. You want to make sure the tire is either pointing this way or pointing that way. So this tire would be for on the left side of the vehicle, for how I'm seeing it right now. And if we flipped it the other way, it would be for on the right side of the vehicle. So let me get this together and I will catch you guys up. The very first thing I've noticed about this tire compared to another tire is that when you look at this one, what you can see is you can see all of that extra material right here. Like, it's almost like there's a second lip on it for a larger rim or something. But when you look at the new pitbull growler, there is no excessive lip and it has a much scaler look to it. Alright guys, so now I have my tire air filled, and it's nice and squishy, and why I like to run air-filled tires is just because it gives it more of like a realistic look to it, because when you press down in a certain area, it kind of increases the pressure in another, and so instead of running a hole in your tire or your rim, I like to run the air-filled just because it forms around it easier, and you don't really have to mess with foams getting full of water. But what was I gonna say? If you are going to run your beadlock tires with foams in them, they might be a little bit harder, and you may have to drill a hole in the rim or cut a hole in the tire. But when you're doing that, you can't go as deep into the water as I'd like to go. unless you have a closed cell foam that doesn't absorb water. But this is the tire way that it works for me, so I think I'm going to run it this way. And if you guys are running in lower temperatures and installing these in a higher temperature, kind of prepare to end up with like a bump in the tire that kind of like suctions itself in. That's just gonna happen unless you're running a really soft tire, which I think this one will do just fine with that, just because it'll just make it look a little bit flatter. But not really sure about running this one with air yet, but we'll have to test that out on the trail. So thank you guys for watching, and I will do a review on this after I get all four together and get my SCX-10 back on the trail, because if some of you know, the transmission inside of that is kind of busted right now. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a good night.